If you cannot fight, you are not peaceful. You are harmless only when you have the capacity for violence and choose not to use it. Are you truly peaceful? This was an important lesson humanity learned when encountering aliens unlike any they had ever seen. The new species negotiating with the Galactic Alliance was not too different from many others. They were social creatures flocking together and displaying the universal cooperative traits necessary for technological advancement. When the ambassadors and their entourage arrived, they introduced themselves formally as humans from a home planet called Earth, which our translators seemed to interpret as unknown land. Accompanying the ambassador were what we initially believed to be priests. They carried talismans, wore ornate garments, spoke little, and adhered to a strict hierarchy, much like monks of the ancient world. This indicated that they were a thoughtful and cautious people, with the ambassador frequently consulting a high-ranking female priest referred to as commander. Our chosen negotiation center was the Maya Star, an asteroid close enough to human territory to be neither too distant for them nor for us. We hoped that once common ground was found, it could become a good neutral trade location. Our major mistake was assuming it was also distant enough from the Drens that they wouldn't be interested. The Drens are an unusual species evolved from apex predators, a scenario we deemed impossible until they first encroached on our territory. What kind of predator evolves to be social and cooperative enough to advance? It turns out some apex predators spend their downtime between hunts engaged in complex courtship rituals requiring feats of intelligence and creativity, with family groups banding together to secure the best lineage. For those of us mostly prey survivors, the Drens presented a huge problem. Our cooperation was crucial for surviving predation. When their ships were detected, we prepared to retreat as usual, planning to regroup later in a safer location. Then the human ambassador turned to the commander and said, "I believe this is your cue." The commander replied in the most unsettling way, "I believe it is." Before we could begin our withdrawal, the human priest did something we initially mistook for a starburst escape maneuver. As their small ships moved towards the Drens, we were horrified, thinking they were about to be slaughtered. The Drens, like us, were utterly unprepared for what happened next. The human ambassador hadn't traveled with priests. He had traveled with warriors. I swear I saw the most peaceful and restrained beings transform from monks into annihilators in an instant, and I was utterly shocked. In less than a human hour, the Drens were fleeing, and the commander calmly handed command back to the ambassador. "But we thought you were a peaceful species," I said, fearing my diplomatic skills had been compromised by the stress. "We are," the ambassador assured us. "We come in peace, seeking trade, exploration, and learning. We bear no ill will to anyone who does not harm us." "How can you claim to be harmless after doing that?" I pointed to the wreckage still visible from the viewport. "If we can," the commander said softly, "we declared from the beginning that we are a peaceful species. Perhaps you misunderstood our words. We did not evolve from prey or apex predators. We come from the middle ground. We are both prey and hunter. You mistook us for harmless when, in reality, we can cause great harm. We simply choose to respond with peace. We now have a powerful new ally, a species willing to fight for peace."